This week's video, we're going to just talk about people saying commands and recalling their dog over and over again and repeating it. You got to stop. Hi, my name's Charlie Thorburn. Welcome to Mordor Gun Dogs. We're just going to do a little video this week on handler error rather than dog error. One of my favourite sayings, most commonly said, is there's no such thing as bad dogs, just bad owners. And generally people agree and find it funny when I'm being rude to them, because it's not the dog's fault most of the time, it's the owner's fault. And one of the most common things we see people doing wrong is they keep repeating themselves. If I ask a dog to sit, I ask them once. If they don't sit, I just gently push their bottom down and we move on. If I ask them to heel, if they don't heel, I give them a tug on the lead, or I tap them on the bottom, or I get their attention. I do something about it. I don't stand there saying, sit, 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 sit. Heel, 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 heel. Seeker, 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 seeker. Okay, because if I keep repeating my commands and the name of the dog and the things that I say, I just become boring background noise. So, why do people do it? I honestly don't know. I've battled with this for 20 years. Why do people insist on saying commands 6, 8, 10 times? Calling their dog 6, 8, 10 times, whistling like mad. Like, if they've not listened to the first 3 whistles, they're going to definitely listen for the second 3 whistles. Or if they haven't listened this time, they might listen in 10 times if I stand here long enough. No, they won't. The more you do it, the less they're going to listen. The more you do something, the less people listen. If you're always someone who's talking and voicing their opinion and it's a boring, irritating opinion, then people stop listening to you because they don't want to know what you've got to say because you don't know what you're talking about and you're irritating. Whereas if you're candid about what you say and you think about what you say and you explain it and you've got some substance behind it, then people will listen. Dogs are just the same. If I just randomly say commands, get down, don't do that, sit, go to your bed. The dog's like, what? What are you talking about? They don't speak English. They can't take on full sentences. It's just got to keep it really simple and really clear. People have said to me in the past, oh, my dog knows 100 commands. Well, you're an idiot. That's it. You're a bloody idiot. They don't know 100 commands. I mean, my 3-year-old doesn't know 100 commands. He's a person, for God's sake. Your dog does not know 100 different commands. There are some seriously highly trained assistance type dogs who are trained for the first 2.5 years of their life to do very specific commands and tasks, and they do know a lot more than the average dog, but they are so highly trained. And actually a lot of it is not even the command that they've learned, it's just they understand the situation and they know what's going to happen next. Now, what do I mean by that? If you go for a walk every day down a path and you get to a gate and you go through the gate, the dog's there waiting at the gate for you. They know where they're going. You're not telling them at the house, oh, we're going to go down to the gate by the pond. They just know because that's where you always bloody go. Now, if you get to the gate and decide to carry on and keep walking, the dog will pause, look at you. Oh, maybe we're not going through the gate, their mind will be telling them, and they'll move on and they'll follow you. And they'll go to the next gate, which is the other gate that you go to every other day or every third day. They preempt what you're doing, and a lot of these dogs whether they're assistance dogs or sheep dogs that learn many more commands than sort of your average pet and your average gun dog, they're not necessarily learning lots of different commands. They just learn the situation because they've got experience, they've got life experience, so they kind of know what you're expecting from them. I saw a video the other day of a really good sheepdog guy, and he told his dog, he left the gate open and he told his dog to go and block the gate, and the dog ran across the field, jumped the wall, ran behind the wall and went sat in the gate. Now, why that? Like, you look at it, you go, wow, that's amazing. It is amazing. But that dog spends every day working with that guy, working sheep, blocking gates, herding sheep, bringing them back, pushing them into trailers, pushing them back out to the field, getting them in off the hill. It's doing it day in, day out. So it is very aware of the job. And actually, that guy hardly has to whistle his dog at all. He'll just go to a gate, open the gate, send his dog off, and it will go around the entire field, gather every single sheep, bring them back without any whistles or any commands, because it just understands what's expected. So he gets the best out of his dog without actually saying very much at all. When we're working a really lovely spaniel, we open the back of the car, they wait. We call them out of the car. command 1 with the word heel. So they come out of the car into heel. We walk off down to the field. We get to a gate, they pause. We get to the beginning of the shoot, they pause, they stop, they sit down. Haven't told them anything since we said heel at the beginning of the session. When we're ready for them to start hunting and flushing the birds, we say to them, we give them their hunt command, their cast off command, and off they go. Whoosh, 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 swishing across the field. They find a pheasant, they flush it, it flies off, we get a shot at it. The third command they've got, and we might be 30 minutes into our day, the third thing we've said to them is go fetch it. We've said heel, we've said hunt, and we've said go fetch it. And that's it. And that dog's doing all this turning and quartering, waiting at gates, walking to heel. It's waiting at the back of the car, manners, behaviour, picking a bird up, bringing it back, sitting down, handing it to me. It's doing all of that on 3 commands. So lots of commands is not conducive to good dogs. Very few commands is conducive to good dogs. Now you have to go through a number of commands to get your dog to a high standard, but that doesn't mean you have to repeat the commands over and over and over again. So when I ask a dog to sit, I just say sit. I don't say sit, 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 sit down, sit, 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 because I just sound like an annoying little idiot, okay? The dog thinks you're annoying. You see the guy in the park whistling his dog. Come here, come here, come here, come here. No one around the park's going, oh, look at that guy, he's good at whistling. They're going, oh God, that guy's dog's out of control, what an idiot. The dog's not going, oh, Dad's playing me a tune on the whistle. The dog's going, oh God, I wish he'd shut up, he's irritating. So very, very little commands is really what you should be trying to get from yourself, because it's you, it's not the dog, it's you. Give the command and then do something about it. A very well-respected trainer who's very much retired now, who I spent a lot of time with and learnt a lot from, a chap called Edward Martin of Seal Pin Gun Dogs. A chap called Edward Martin, he's probably about 80 now, and he was sort of retiring when I was starting doing this. And he said the funniest thing is, as soon as people give a whistle command or give a verbal command, somehow their legs stop working. They stop having the ability to get up and just go and do something about it. And to give you a simple example, if this little dog was over by that bush just there, right next to us, and I said, Sika, come here, and she didn't listen, I wouldn't sit here saying, Sika, come here, Sika, come here, Sika, come here, Sika, come here, will you come here, Sika? I wouldn't keep doing that, okay, because that's not conducive to a good dog. I don't want her listening to me because I'm stamping my feet and I'm yelling at her. I want her listening because I've said, Sika, come here, and if she doesn't listen, I jump up, I go over here, I get her attention, hey, I get aggressive for a second, don't you ignore me. I'm not actually saying that, I'm just giving her that vibe, and then I say, Sika, come here. So I've said the command once, I've used my legs, I've gone and done something about it, and then I've repeated the command and shown the dog what I want from them. So as I'm backing away, I'm drawing the dog back to me, and I'm saying, Sika, come here. If I ask her to sit over there and she doesn't, I get up, I insist that she sits over there, and I come back over here. Oh, what have you done? And I insist that she sits over there, and I come back over here. I don't keep repeating myself over and over and over again. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself some sort of electric kind of zapper for yourself. Every time you repeat yourself over and over again, you need to start hitting that button, okay, so that you're getting an electric shock from yourself because you're irritating. Just stop doing it, because it is not going to make you a good dog trainer. It is not going to make your dog listen. It is not going to make your dog better. It is going to make everything worse, and it's going to make you more frustrated, and it's going to make the whole thing less enjoyable, and it's going to make everyone else around you think you're annoying, and there's just nothing beneficial to it whatsoever. And I'm going to give you, as I always do, I'm going to give you human examples. Okay, your kids are watching TV, their dinner is on the table, and you say, boys, supper time, come and get your supper. Turn the telly off. That's it. The next time I have to say something, I am in front of the television, I'm turning it off myself, and I'm saying, go and have your supper. I've given them the verbal once. I've said, boys, it's supper time, come and sit down. They've chosen to ignore me. Second time I'm there, I'm doing something about it, and I'm insisting that it happens. I'm not allowing them to ignore me. Now, what happens if you do that? Well, what I've found happens is whenever I say, boys, it's supper time, turn the TV off, they turn the TV off because they know the consequences. Dad's just going to come through and turn it off anyway, so we may as well just get on and do it. And that's what we want from the dog. What they've also learned is if Dad has to come through and turn the TV off, the tension, the anger, the level of kind of tolerance has already lapsed. We've already I'm already bored. I've had to go from the kitchen to the TV room to tell the kids to turn the TV off for the second time. I'm already irritated. They've already lost a kind of chip, as it were. Whereas if they just come through straight away, I go, oh, thank you for coming through. That's great. And we all sit down and we'll have a pleasant supper. And they say, can we have pudding? I say, of course you can, because you ate your supper. You came through when I asked. Everyone wins. But if I have to repeat myself to them, I'm instantly like, brr. I'm annoyed. I'm exactly the same. You are all going to be exactly the same with your dog. You're not going to say, sit, sit, sit. There's a good girl. Sit, sit, sit. If you're doing that, then you're completely barking mad anyway, and you're probably a lost cause. But what most people find themselves doing is giving them that command, and it doesn't have to be sit. It can be recall. It can be anything else. But they give the command, and the second time they're going, I wish you'd do it. And then they start stamping their feet, and then they're like, just sit and do as you're told. No one wins. It doesn't work, okay? Keep calm, keep collected, say it once and do something about it. Remember, you get out what you put in. So if you get up off your arse and do something about it, that's the perfect example of getting out what you put in.